video offers an introduction to the second Sprout project that you'll be completing in Writing 120 this semester. In this video, we'll talk about the following topics. First, the purpose of Sprout project number 2. Next, we'll talk about goals for the project or why you're doing this assignment. Third, we'll discuss the process for completing the project. And I'll give you an example of how this topic could be developed and played out for the entire assignment. And then finally, we're going to talk about some brainstorming strategies, which you should be starting on this week in Writing 120. So first, let's talk about the purpose of this assignment. Academic writing is really focused on conversations, and as writers in college, we need to be listening to conversations. So in order to participate in the conversations about issues that our community that matter to us, we have to first listen to the conversations that are going on about those issues. Only after we've listened can we actually participate by sharing our ideas, concerns, and arguments in a way that the community will value and hear. But we have to do the listening first. And when we think about this, listening is really research. And participating is really writing. And research and writing, as you know, are the two main components of college writing. And so this assignment is really geared to give you the practice that you'll need to listen to and to participate in conversations that are going on about topics that you care about. So the goal for this assignment has two parts. First, you'll listen to and summarize different conversations about an issue or topic that is important to a community that you'll belong to. Second, you'll develop a proposal that will explain how you would participate in the conversation in a meaningful way if you were to write about it. So when we're thinking about the process for completing the second Sprout project, the first step is choosing a good topic or issue. So I'd encourage you to start thinking about the different communities that you belong to. And once you've made a list of those, consider the issues that those communities are facing. What are the things happening in the community that matter to them? Then select an issue or a topic that matters to you, that you feel like you could write about and be interested in over a period of time. The second step is listening to the conversation. And remember, the listening is really research. So to start, you'll conduct research to learn and understand different perspectives about your topic or issue. Then I'm going to ask you to select 2 to 3 sources that represent different perspectives on the topic. And then you'll summarize the main ideas from each perspective or source that you find. So then once you've figured out the different arguments or the different discussions that are happening about the topic that you're focused on, the next step is to develop a proposal that would allow you to participate in the conversation. So the first step in this part is to describe what information you'd want to share with people about the topic. That's really your writing purpose. Second, you'll describe who you want to reach with your message. That's your audience. And third, describe what type of writing would best help you communicate your message to your audience. That's the genre and medium. So let's look at an example. So as you know, I'm a professor and a member of the GVSU community. And an issue that's facing all professors now is how we can adjust our teaching to online settings during a pandemic. So if that's the topic that I choose, I would start by listening to the conversation and conducting research. So I'd research to learn what experienced online professors say about online teaching. I'd research to learn what students say about their experiences in online learning. And then I'd research to learn what university administrators say about online teaching and learning. So once I've found some sources about that and summarized those arguments, the next step is to figure out what I want to say. So if I developed a proposal, I would maybe argue that I would argue what the best practices are for online teaching during a pandemic. That would be my purpose. My audience would be other college writing professors. Those would be people who would learn from and would care about the information that I would share. And then finally, I would choose a researched essay as my genre that would include sources and evidence from well-respected sources, because I know that that would best meet my audience's needs and also help me accomplish my writing purpose. So hopefully that example gives you a little bit of a sense of what we're talking about with this assignment. The next step is for you to start brainstorming. So I would encourage you to review the brainstorming strategies that are included in the assignment description that you can find on Blackboard. Spend some time thinking about the different communities that you belong to and think about the issues that are important to those communities. I would really encourage you to start working on this week, because by the end of this week, you'll need to post a response to the discussion board that has information about what kind of topic you're interested in brainstorming so that you can get feedback from me and from your classmates. We'll talk about a lot more of this in class over the coming weeks, but if you have any initial questions about the assignment, don't hesitate to let me know during our virtual class this week.